But you know, sometimes I know it's frustrating when you feel like you can't you can't draw something that you see, but it's also a part of training your eyes to be more observant. You don't have to get it right the first time, but once you see it more and more, you kind of realize what you have to see in a picture. Like when I first started doing gesture drawings, I had no idea where to start. I didn't know, I got all the proportions wrong. I mean, I still do, but I don't mind it as much because I know part of it isn't just the drawing, but it's observing. Being able to visualize what you can draw is very important. See, art isn't always about, you know, drawing. The act of drawing itself. It's also training your eyes, building your mental library of like different anatomy things or like different objects and stuff, so that you will be able to, you know what to draw, and stuff like that in the future. When you get to a certain point in drawing, you realize it's not always about just, you know, honing your skills in actual drawing, but it's also, you have to be able to match your drawing skills to your observational skills and to your like research and such. I'm still working on the observation and the research part as well as the drawing part. I think when you feel like an art block, like when you feel blocked and you kind of feel like everything you draw is really bad, it's kind of like when your expectations for what your art is supposed to look like kind of mismatches what you're able to draw right now. That's what I think. And I heard a quote once. It said, what you envision in your head is what you will be able to draw in 5 years' time or something like that. And I was like, so my expectations are sometimes too high. But doesn't mean that you won't be able to draw it. It's just that your what do you call it? Well, at least what I think is that you gotta build up your like mental library of all the things you can draw and stuff. Learn how to observe things around you. Learn how to break it down in your head and be like, oh, this looks like this on paper and this looks like this on paper, etc. And then yeah. Well, this is the thing, like when it comes to topics like art, I can, you know, somewhat explain stuff that I've experienced and thought about a lot. But when it comes to saying thanks, it's just like I can't find the right words. I'm happy for everyone that you know, that's starting to find like motivation to draw again, because not gonna lie, a while ago, before I realized I really enjoyed drawing very much, there was a time I didn't draw much, even though I knew I really liked drawing. It just didn't, you know, life was busy and I was like, maybe drawing can take a backseat for a bit. But the more I didn't draw, the more I realized I really like drawing. So because you sometimes feels like there's always someone better than you, and then like you'll never reach like a skillful level that you'll be happy with. But you also gotta realize, like, every single artist, every single creator out there, I'm sure they feel the same thing. They always feel that there is someone better than you know? So you just gotta learn to enjoy what you do at your own pace. Like, everyone is different, you know? And everyone goes at different speeds. Doesn't mean you have to match someone else's speed. Yeah, that goes with everything else. Well, I know like when you're looking for jobs and stuff, it's hard to stay competitive, etc. But yeah. This is I wonder if Papanis would be okay with me talking about this on stream, but Papanis, he's very What should I say? Disciplined? Self-motivated? Even when I was a wee lad, a wee lad. Even when I was little, he would sit me down and be like, yes, you gotta envision yourself and where you want to be in 10 years, in 20 years. And you gotta backtrack. You gotta backtrack and be like, what kind of skills can I develop right now that will help me get to where I want to be? It's like, if you envision yourself like in a high-rise office building looking out from your own office, and you backtrack, be like, what kind of skills do I develop now that will help set myself aside from any other candidates? And I think that applies to not only art but everything else, you know? Papanis is very inspirational. You know in interviews and stuff where they ask like who do you look up to the most in your life and explain why, something like that. And my first answer every time is my parents. It's like when you're little you don't appreciate like the lecture sections that my parents put me through, but these days I'm realizing how important they are. Where do I envision myself in 10 years? Talking to you guys on the stream. Still having fun doing weekly gesture drawings. I don't know how long I can do this weekly, but by then we'll be all old tacos together. We'll have a mustache and we'll be like, welcome to weekly gesture drawing number. I don't know. It's 10 years from now. 10 years and I don't know how many weeks, so I'll just put an arbitrary number of like 5,363. About 520. So we'll be here 100 years from now too. Eat healthy so you can make it to our weekly gesture drawing 5,300 something, okay? What happens when a YouTuber gets too old? You never know. Because I feel like YouTube grows together with the streamer. I never really thought about this before. But yeah, you never know. That's why you should always treasure your oshis. Even if I'm not your oshi, go appreciate your oshi, okay? Because as Winnie the Pooh said, I used to believe in forever, but forever was too good to be true. I think that was Winnie the Pooh. I forget. Oh, oshi is like it's a word for saying your favorite, yeah. I mean, you don't have to like support them with super chats or anything. I'm sure every single streamer just appreciates it. If you're there just to keep them company, just to chat. Oshi is when you realize you made a mistake and you're just like, oh shit. Oh shit. or like another way of like when you like almost make it to something, you're just like, oh shit. Oh man, the puns are becoming multi-language puns.